Can you talk a little bit about how this, let's say, responsibility developed over the last years?
Yeah, well, again, this is something that comes with gaining an appreciation of what happens when you talk about something in the public sphere.
Hmm.
When you are a normal person with no experience conveying a message to millions or tens of millions of people, you assume that people understand you and get what you are doing. You assume that when you make a joke, people know that your joke is a joke. You assume that when you're doing something for innocent purposes, that people understand that it's innocent. But when you start making things for a large audience, you realize people will not necessarily get the jokes that I'm making. People will not necessarily interpret the things that I'm doing correctly. And something small uh, can have a really big impact. Even just talking about a drug can suddenly establish a market for that drug or can alter people's attitudes toward that drug for better or worse. I mean, I wrote an article with Jason Wallach years ago about a chemical called 5-bromo-DMT, which is the only psychedelic that's ever been isolated from the ocean and only the ocean. And it was kind of an oddity that had been described by Alexander Shulgin and some natural product chemists. And we published the first human evaluation of that particular drug. I think within a couple of months, it was available as a gray market commodity from China. There were reports on Reddit of people smoking it, reports of people injecting it. And that was also a kind of stark confrontation with the influence and the responsibility that comes with talking about these things publicly.